Hello and welcome to Pau in the southwest of France for the International Canoe Federation's third Slalom World Cup of the 2016 season. And it's finals time. It's finals for the K1 women, followed by the C2. This morning we've had a lot of action. Some of the favourites unfortunately haven't made it through from the semis, but the good news is a lot of big hitters have come through. We're going to be, as normally, following you gate by gate, expert opinion and views on how the actual event has followed and how it's going to track out. The guest just coming in this minute is Luca Jones, but before she actually sits down and says hello, Vip Prindis, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you very much. Welcome everyone. And yeah, like you said, we saw super good racing today, and I'm looking forward to see the competitors in the finals.
Luca, you don't smell. Have you had time to have a shower?
I haven't, no. Yeah, I basically just got off from my semi-finals run, and excited to be here commentating. It would have been great to be in the final, but...
Well, the commentators thought you were going to make it to the final, so you let us down a bit.
Oh, really?
Halfway down the game, she's looking very strong, she's looking composed, has great technical ability. But anyway, look, 4, 7, 12, 17, and a couple of more gates are upstream, 18, 22. We have a tricky course here. It's the finals of the women. Luca, what were the problems in the semi-finals? In general, not just for yourself.
The tricky part is under the bridge. So basically, well, it's tricky everywhere, but there are a lot of mistakes being made at the bottom.
Here are the World Cup standings after 2 events. It's a very complicated point system, but we have Ricarda Funk and Jessica Fox so far leading. Ricarda Funk came first and third, Jessica Fox came second and second. And this is the final list for the today. They're going in reverse order of the times they had with penalties in the semi-final. First off is going to be Elizabeth Neve for Great Britain, and it may be a bit of a shock for a few, but Violetta Ognjeli-Peters put down an early run which was absolutely astoundingly clean, no penalty points. Lizzie Neve, let's take it away. She's been on the scene many years now, suffered injuries but been good this last year.
Yeah, she's a really good friend of mine actually. Very strong paddler, has had a few injuries over the last few years, ribs, shoulders, everything, but it'll be interesting to see what she can lay down here.
But this first section's been very challenging for a lot of the men.
Yeah, I mean, the course, the Nick Smith set the course really hard, but the water is changing a lot on this course, and you need to be a little bit lucky and have good water on your side. And yeah, the first gates shows how the competitors can handle the water, and it looks like Lizzie Neve is paddling pretty well now.
Well, she certainly put down a good solid semi-final run. This is the first of 10 athletes to go in the final at Pau. It's a course that has seen quite a lot of challenges. Yesterday we saw in the other disciplines, in the C1 women, men and K1 men, we saw that the first section you don't actually win the course, you can just lose it, but it really starts to get fun under the bridge.
Yeah, actually the racing starts under the bridge. If you are leading 1 second on the first or second split, it's nothing. You can lose everything down. And especially when I saw the racing in the first runs of the ladies, the girls which were very close to the Violetta in the split, they can lose everything on the bottom because she made really good run there. And it's important to keep the boat floating and in the speed. But yeah, like I said before, the run looks pretty solid and really nice.
Crucially clean?
Yeah, it's really crucial to be clean in this part of the course. It's hard to make up 2 seconds anywhere, so yeah, she's looking alright, just 1 upstream to go.
The reference for the semi-finals is 1:06 and a bit.
She'll be a bit off that time. It's interesting, yeah, how much time you can lose in little parts of the course on Pau. Such tricky whitewater.
Well, first down athlete made the final. Elizabeth Neve, Great Britain, 1:13.
But we didn't see a big mistake, but the time is a little bit slower than I expect. But yeah, that's the water here. Yeah. It looks that you are still paddling, but if you are paddling against the water, you're losing the time really fast.
And you really do want to be efficient. You want to be putting in the least amount of effort to save it for the bottom.
Eva Tercel from Slovenia, not the Olympic boat, but is looked impressive in the semi-finals today, and she has won a couple of World Cups in her time, so she really knows what not to do, what needs to be done.
I think she went direct here on her first run, so it will be interesting to see what she'll do again.
How have you had time to remember that?
I just saw her.
Yeah, me too, I saw her too.
Yeah.
And we were surprised that she made it pretty nice.
Luca was actually on the water there. So.
Yeah, I guess it stood out because most of the girls are choosing the spin option.
Well, so
there.
far we see her 1.5 seconds up, but too early to judge.
Yep, she looks nice and online using the water. She's opted for the peel out here, and it has cost her a bit of time. She won't be happy with that mistake, but again, there's anything to play for in the bottom of the course, and if she can put down a good run, then...
Vic, what did you do there yesterday? Did it work?
My run was pretty good, I think top 3 with the time, but I made 2 stupid touches, like always. When I do touches, they are stupid, and that cost me in the final. So, but I was pretty happy with the run. It was nice, and I did everything what I want. But, yeah.
Well, so far we saw her up with one penalty, and if you're just tuning in, Vic Prindis already has won a World Cup this year, so not complete.
You did a great weekend last weekend in Sao.
Yeah,
And won the slalom course.
that was good, and no touches, so... No, actually the Sao is not my favorite course, but I was paddling pretty good. And probably there was 3rd final in a row for me there, so maybe I will start to like it.
So it's not going to be as fast as Vio's time in the semi-final?
Again, coming, well, just outside, so you have 1:13 and 1:15. Elizabeth can't believe she's still in the centre spot.
Yeah, she'll be feeling a bit nervous. She knows that there's time to be gained and there are some fast boats to come down, but at the moment, yeah, she's still in first place.
Well, there's only fast boats coming down, and a boat coming down next to looks like it's slow, but it's one of the fastest on the circuit, belonging to Jana Dukatova, who former world champion, going to Rio, and has a very gracious style.
Yeah, it's funny that she has swan ridden on her boat, because I do think of her as a bit of a swan. You know, she's light and free on the water. She's got long, efficient strokes.
She started the first couple of years in a canoe, in the sprint canoe, but she said she was bored, so she wanted more action.
I don't blame her. Yeah, whitewater is pretty exciting. She looks like she's off to a good start. We can see those long, efficient strokes.
Oh, it was an early touch, but I didn't see it. And yeah, like you said, that this paddler, Diana, is just waiting for the right stroke, not like others that wasting the power. She's waiting, and using it every good time, and the boat is floating really nicely.
She probably has one of the longest wingspans on the circuit. She's very tall, lean paddler.
With all the running she does, she must have really good aerobic qualities as well.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. So now she's coming to the tough section of the course, and she'll know that there's time to be made up here, and obviously she might have had some mistakes in her first run, so she's looked at video, she's corrected those, and she's got a good game plan for the bottom. I imagine a lot of the ladies would have looked at Vio's run and seen where she made up time, and she did such a fast bottom section that they'll all know, I guess, where she made up that time.
It looks really nice, and maybe yesterday we saw the super fast run of Matej Benjuš in the semi-finals, and the winner of the final, Sasha Slavkovsky, didn't make the time, so we saw the faster semi-final than the final. So maybe we can expect something similar in the final, but it's too early to say.
Well, let's see. She goes into provisional first place with just 1:13. It's a good point you're making that Matej Benjuš, and in fact he slowed up in his semi-final. He was 4 seconds officially, but about 6 seconds quicker than the field, and then couldn't perform it in the final. If it's going to be the same thing here, the fastest semi-finalist of the women was Violeta Obligapitas, who came down in 1:06, and so far the fastest woman is Jana Dukatova. Violetta had no penalties, Violetta had 2. And here's Ricarda Funk, who is a very exciting dynamic paddler from Germany.
Yeah, she just has this ability to keep the boat moving on the water, and even when she makes mistakes, her boat's still moving, and it's incredible where she just gains little seconds of time.
So far this season's working out well. As we saw when we first came on introducing us, we had the top of the point standing as she came first and third so far this year in Ivrea and Lasalle. But so far she's piling on the points.
Yeah, she's picked up a couple of penalties, and we know from previous races that Ricarda can be quite a few seconds ahead of the field at times, so hopefully that doesn't worry her and she can just stay composed heading into the bottom section.
Well, that's probably the quickest. 11-12 was seen for a while.
Yeah, I wish to make it like this.
Yeah, that's a really hard wave to kind of surf and get up high into the gate, and there's so much time and getting tight into that upstream. I watched your run yesterday, Beat. We always watch your runs when I'm preparing for my own race.
You should start charging.
Yeah.
You're a wealthy man. But look, she's 3.17 seconds up with 4 seconds of penalties. It's not allowed.
It just shows the class of paddler that she is, and she's having such a good season so far.
Everyone is motivated by different things. Maybe for missing out on the Olympics is an extra push.
Yeah, it was crazy watching the German selections, and I guess at the moment she's, well, incurring quite a few seconds of penalties. I think maybe she'll finish with 10 additional seconds.
Yeah, but I believe that she will get close to the Violetta's time, clean time.
Yeah.
Where's she going to come? Second? No. So Jana Dukatova is saying, well, 4 athletes gone so far, and there's always a smile coming from Ricarda Funk, but not the one she wanted today.
I mean, she put down a really fast time, just hit a lot of gates.
Yeah, 1:06.
Yeah, it's a really fast time.
Next to come is another Olympic boat, Maria Zélia Lafont.
Yeah, she's a really exciting paddler to watch, actually. She is the opposite to Jana Dukatova, puts in a lot of strokes, and yeah, she ducks and dives the poles, and this is her home course. She was super fast in French selections.
I was watching it live when they streamed it during the selections, and it was amazing to watch because it was decided by last race, last stroke, and it was nice. And she's really strong here, and she knows what to do. She knows how to work with the water if the water is not going that well with her, and yeah, she's performing a nice spin, and I think that she will be in touch.
How important do you think it is to know the course?
On this course, very important because the water is changing every second.
4 seconds up.
Yeah, nice. And you need to react a lot. And if you know the course and if you know what the water will do, then you can use it. For us, when we came and we did 3 or 4 sessions before the race, it's hard. We can just get used to on the water, but that's all.
Well, we'll see in Prague in a couple of months' time how it works for you. But look, she's really performing well, Maria Zélia Lafont, and there's a good French crowd out today. The weather's more clement than before. It means it's not going to rain for a few minutes, maybe. And crucially, the poles are not swinging around.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than when it's windy. It's already hard enough to navigate the gates, but when they're blowing around.
8 seconds up. This is the reference run of the day.
She's on an awesome run, and be interesting to see if she can hold it together for the last few gates. She knows this course so well. She knows how these waves fold.
Did they tell you, or did they just go like a Gallic shrug when you asked them?
The waves. They're pretty silent creatures.
I was talking about the Frenchies giving away their secrets. Thanks.
They're also silent creatures.
I can make myself sound stupid. Anyway, here we go. It's the reference time of the day so far. 1:07, 1:08.36, and moves into first place. It's 2 seconds slower than the fastest semi-final. Looks like she's given it her all.
But I think that's a really good run to lay down, and she'll be sitting high up for a while, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It was a really nice run, and maybe in the bottom a little bit slower in the upstreams, but still she didn't make a big mistake. She didn't make a touch, and I believe that it was a medal run.
Well, there you go. Viprindus, who knows how to do a medal himself, predicts a medal.
Yeah, we spoke before that Ricarda and Jessica, they are my favorites today, and Ricarda has too many touches, so okay.
Yasmin Schoenberg, who, again, another seasoned professional, former world champion. Let's see how she performs. And they were pointing out in the semi-finals that she's trying a new paddle midway through the week.
Yeah, I was talking to her about it actually. She tried a new paddle. It was a lot lighter than hers and she really liked it, so decided to race with it, and it's obviously done her well in the semi-final.
Instant love.
Yeah, instant love.
It was funny because I was watching her run and I was thinking, where's her Letman pedal? And then I found out that because I bring the new pedals for Sebastian Schubert to Ivra, so maybe he borrowed one of his pedal to Jasmina, and she tried it and now she liked it.
They are really nice pedals. I paddle with that brand myself and they're so light. I think less than a kilo.
Well, there you go. Best advertising yet. So early touch on 12. Is she going to be in touch with times then?
Just gone for the direct move here. Looks really nice. It's quite tricky to get a good jump over that wave. Saw a lot of people get into trouble, actually including myself in the semi-finals. The Germans are such a strong team, and another team with their selection races. We were just on tenterhooks.
Yeah, I remember last year that she didn't make a team, but she came to the first World Cup in Prague and she won it.
Yeah.
So that's a strong, really strong team, and even if you are not in a team, you can win it like Ricarda this year.
Exactly.
She's
Right.
paddling amazing.
No consolation, however, to miss out on the Olympics, but it's not going to be her day, unfortunately.
Yeah, a bit off the pace, and it looked like there were no big mistakes, but she would have just lost a bit of time everywhere.
Maybe she'd kept her old paddle.
Maybe.
Well, maybe it don't work in this game. So, 6 competitors have gone through, and Marie-Josée Lafont from France is so far doing what the locals want, keeping it clean, keeping it fast with a really good time. Next to go is Marilyn Chourraut, who won last week in Seoul, and she's off and up with the men, isn't she? So fast.
Oh yeah, she's an incredible paddler. It was especially exciting to see her race on her home course in Seoul. No one's faster than her there.
Neville was saying she gave her medal to her daughter, whose 3rd birthday was that day, and it was just a lovely family moment.
Oh, yeah, her daughter goes everywhere with her and is gorgeous, so it's a really nice little family.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's direct, nice, well done.
She looks in the groove.
Definitely, yeah, she's paddling so fast, and now we will see the split. She's flying down.
It's like a Spanish bullet.
But she's just a big time paddler, pulled it out at the right time so far. And just shows his power there as well. Was she a bit slow there?
Yeah, a little bit. I prefer to put your front a little bit, down and to cross it fast, and then use the upstream, not like this. But still, I think that she'll be in touch, and this looks pretty nice. Wow.
Yeah, she's on a very good run at the moment. Ooh.
Well, nearly 2 seconds up. Was that clear?
But now it's
Now it's the
nothing.
same.
Yeah.
If anyone can pull back a bit of time in the bottom of the course, it's her.
She hasn't started the right way.
But she's losing now, I think. We cannot see the split, but I think that the time is going fast, and she gets stuck in the stopper. But now this upstream is really difficult. Yeah.
That's going to cost her the first place. Time of reference for first is 1:08, second is 1:10, third is 1:13.
It feels like a long sprint to the finish on this course.
Well, no, that's not what she wants. Moves into 3rd place, so 3 athletes to go.
So Maria is sitting in a really good position right now. No one's managed to go, well, even within 2 seconds of her time.
Next to go, someone who's going to have a lot of focus and a lot of tension in the next couple of months, however she does. get the Olympics. It's young Anna Satila from Brazil. We were just commenting before how she's fine-tuned her body. She's stronger this year. She's come on leaps and bounds.
Yeah, she's such an exciting paddler to watch, and she's been in every final in this first 3 World Cups, which is incredible. And she's just a young paddler as well.
She will be super strong in the Olympics.
Very
what
strong.
do you think?
I think so.
On her home course. And, are you going to Rio now? Or?
Yeah, I'll go on
You're
Saturday.
a permanent fixture, aren't you? Is it your 3rd time?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a second home for us now. She looks like she's on a really good run. 0.2 up on the split, so...
She was now a little bit fighting with the water in the middle.
That's a bit painful.
But still, it doesn't mean anything, so she can be fast.
Yet to have a victory on the World Cup circuit.
She's been junior world champion, hasn't she?
So Anna Satila from Brazil, one of the last 3 competitors to go. As you see, Maria Zélia Lafont is holding up the lead, but she's nearly 3 seconds back now. However, the 3rd time so far is 5 seconds back, so there's still possibility of a medal.
It was interesting in the K1 men's final how so many of the men went a lot faster than the semi-final.
Yeah, it was true. I was just watching it, but I like the final, and the guys make really nice runs, fast and clean.
Yeah.
They deserve it, the medals. It was an amazing job.
But she looks like it could maybe put her in a bronze medal position. Maybe not. No, it just shows how tight we are. There's a bit of a gap from 2nd to 3rd, but then there's only a second from 2nd to 3rd to 6th. If that makes sense. Next to go is Jessica Fox from Australia, and we do know there's going to be a French medalist, which is good for the home crowd.
Yeah, the home crowd is looking big out there, and they'll be excited. There were 2 French K1 men in the podium yesterday.
There was Staxlam in the final of the C2 coming up a little bit soon. So Jessica Fox, everyone knows about her history. She medalled in London. She has been #1 in the world in K1 and C1, and is determined to do another medal in Rio.
She's an incredible paddler to watch, and she's just technically really good. I think she spends a lot of time in Po training.
But if you add up, she's only 22 years old, because she's been on the water bank. She's probably 2 years old, so she's probably spent more time than most watching top athletes.
Yeah, she's pretty much born in a kayak and from a pretty strong pedigree of paddlers, with her parents both being top of the world.
Well, we saw she was a second up, really having to use some energy here, but looks like she's done it effectively.
Yeah, she's a really strong paddler on the water, and very effective with her strokes as well.
I'm quiet because I'm just looking at the nice run. I'm enjoying it. Now she get a little bit stuck, but yeah, she managed it well, and it was direct, so nicely done. Now we will see the split, and I think she will be in front of
2.7 up. I was thinking, well, that's a good one.
This is looking like an incredible run.
But that may be a second off.
She's got a bit of time up her sleeve, so if she can hold it together in the bottom, I think we're seeing it. Well, I think we're looking at a new leader.
Well, only 2 athletes to go. This is Jess Fox from Australia with 1 upstream to go, and then it's just a case of sprinting home. Time of reference is 1:08. It's going to be very close. How much energy should she have left in her arms?
I believe that she will be in.
Well, she's done C1 and K1, but it's in fact it's going to be quite straightforward. Look at that.
I don't know the time of the Violetta's first run, but
it's pretty much the same.
Yeah,
within half a second.
So very nice, very nice. I'm happy that I was wrong, that they get close to the times, and they made really good runs, fast.
Well, that must be a confidence booster heading towards the last home straight for Rio. last week she was saying she was just wanting to go in the K1 and didn't do the C1, and when she was commentating it, I think she was regretting. So this time we see Violetta Obligipiters, who medalled, only 38 years young, who medalled in Beijing, I believe. Was it bronze medal?
Yeah. Yeah, she's a really light free paddler on the water, and just laid down a storming semi-final run. So her husband Halle was also in the Austrian team for a long time, and he's recently retired, and I think is coaching Vio. So it's a really nice family unit.
Well, she certainly gives him lots of credit on the social media for turning around her performances, and obviously desperately close in the trials for the Olympic spot. Just
Yeah.
to Karina Kudla, who's not here this week. Well, look at that, 2 seconds back, but done nothing wrong again.
Yeah, just little bits of time, I think. Well, Jess was particularly fast in the top in her first run, and Vio was really fast in the bottom run.
So crucially, we have seen the top 3 athletes, and this is the last athlete to go, went clear. So we have Fox in gold, Lafont in silver, Dukatova so far in bronze. Well, you've been quiet, which means you're admiring? No, not that.
I was hoping that she will go direct, but she goes low in the stopper, and then she chose the spin, and yeah, she made a mistake. But still, if she made it bottom, like in the semi-final run, she will definitely be in the medal positions, but she didn't go fast.
Well, last athlete on the course, and we saw her 7 seconds down the split, so it's going to have to be something miraculous, because the other 3 athletes didn't make. No, it's all over, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's disappointing after such a great run in the semi-final. Would have been great to see Vio get a medal in the final.
Would have been, could have been, might have been.
Yeah, but it's a pressure to start the last one. You know the results of the girls in front of you, and now you are trying to do your best again. But
well, there's a familiar sight with 2 Red Bull on the podium today. So
Yeah.
they're obviously picking their athletes well. Well, do we have any asterisk? Yes, we have. She always has an asterisk next to her name. We have an asterisk next to Jess Fox's name, so we can't say it's an official result yet. We had an asterisk next to Jess Fox's name in the semi, and then nothing happened there. And obviously we had one in the C1 yesterday, and it came off. So let's have a look. It can't be positive, which means there's another team is trying to
Another
persuade.
team has perhaps seen that Jess incurred a touch somewhere. Obviously we didn't see it, but that'll go to the video judge to make a call. But it is funny, I always see an asterisk next to Jess's name.
So every single, it's automatic, every single, if you're second, third or fourth, I guess you appeal against Jess Fox.
Yeah, so perhaps the French, I mean, if Jess did somewhere incur
Well,
a touch.
let's not accuse until we actually know.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not accusing her.
So we have seen the action. We do have an asterisk next to Jessica Fox's name. That means that someone is appealing against something. As she had no penalty points, it means, or no penalty seconds, it means that if she does have a 2 on, it would put her into 3rd place. So the only person who's going to benefit from this, unless she has a 50, but we certainly didn't see that, did we?
No, I mean, it looked like an incredible run to me.
yeah, I was thinking about the touch or 50, but I cannot find out any place where it can be. So
She looked really solid.
Well, as soon as we have news, we'll let you know. It might not come in the next few seconds. We're going to have a bit of a switch. We're going to go from K1 specialists to C2 specialists. Tyler Smith's hovering in the background. Hopefully, is Thomas Coughlin there? Can you have a look? Okay, so we have both seats. Well, look at this. It's unofficial. So Jess Fox unofficially has 1st place, Marie-Isabelle Lafont 2nd place, and Jana Dukatova 3rd place. We'll certainly keep you informed on the live commentary to what the implications of that will be. But I'd like to say thanks very much for stepping in, Vit Prindis, and thanks for running over Luca James and coming in and telling us about how the course was run and maybe how it could be run in the future.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
you.
So the action is going to continue in a few minutes here. Coming to you course side in Pau, obviously in the southwest of France. It's going to be the C2 finals. Oh, that is a surprise. Jessica Fox was given a 50. So the results are Marisela Lafont takes gold, Gianna Dukatova takes silver, and Mylene Chourraut takes the bronze medal. So a big surprise there. And there's asterisks have come up, so it's the second time in 2 days that Jess Fox thought she'd actually won and hasn't won. Well, that's the way it works with the video analysis. And so the standings are Jessica Fox is down to second place, if that's been, yes, it has been correctly updated. Ricarda Funk has leading after 3 of 5 World Cups. So if you've just tuned in this second, or if you've been watching a while and we just want to know why Jessica Fox is not leading, she's just been given a 50-second penalty. We don't know which gate was that, but we'll certainly come back to you and see as the action goes on. Anyway, we have 2 new guests stepping up to the mark. Thank you very much. Oops. We're both on now. We're all on now. It's Tyler Smith, who we saw earlier today, and the first time we've had live in the studio here representing Switzerland. He's been absolutely on fire this season. Thomas Coughlin, hello.
Hey, hey Matt, how are you?
We're having a really good day. We're a little bit surprised to see Jess Fox twice win and then not win, but here is the World Cup standings. So it shows how the athletes performed in general in the 2 World Cups of Ivrea and Liceo so far, with Schroeder and Betke in the driving seat, but I think they just missed out today, and things are going to change. In a minute we're going to actually see the lineup for the C2 rather. Thomas, what do you think?
I'm very glad to see Klaus Pesce in the final, even if they get 8 seconds penalty in the semi-final run.
They were a bit nervous, I guess, because they were sitting on the edge for a while, weren't they?
Yeah, and that seemed to be a very tough run for them, but I think they are able to win today. But we also have plenty of French crews who can show that they are here to do their best. I think, the local knowledge will be very determinant here.
Well, we saw in the semi-final a couple of hours ago, they really messed up the first few gates, didn't we, Tyler?
Yeah, for sure. We saw a lot of teams rushing the first couple of gates, and it really was not to their benefit. I think this final, they're all going to be focusing a lot more on being clean, and so far they're off to a much better start.
Yeah, they're doing great now. Very smooth, very light paddlers, a lot of paddling.
And clearly this is the French Olympic boat. This is the first time we've seen them in action in the World Cup Series this year.
They are going very well now. A very nice run. Very smooth. Wow. Going for a spin. Oh.
We'll be given 2 seconds on 11, but they came out of that quickly then.
Yep. Yeah, they look very nice. Very at ease here. Very well done again.
As Tyler, we saw in the semi-finals, this last few gates would make or break for many teams.
Yeah, certainly, and there's lots of time you can make up, especially if you have one touch, and that can keep you in the lead. Otherwise, you can lose a lot of time. Second touch there, and we saw that was a similar problem on their first run. They got a little sloppy on the bottom. Same big touch. Again, 3 touches. It's going to be very difficult to medal with that.
Yeah, maybe not high enough, not far enough, and it's going to be too much to take the win today.
Well, when the graphics update, you think there might be some more touches?
I think there's 4 touches. I saw 4 touches, and so far we only have 2.
Well, let's see how it pans out.
Yeah, the time is pretty fast. 1:10, I think. That might be the fastest time we've seen for C2 today.
1:09 was the fastest with Kasper
Almost.
Sindler.
Yeah. Yeah, I think some guys will go faster today.
Well, in the semi-final round, they had a total time of 1:20 with the penalty. It's actually 1:12 pure time. Muller and Muller, good to see them in the final. You defy you to tell them apart.
Yeah, it's a crew that is going faster and faster every year. Maybe touching too much to take the high spot. But
Well, they had 2 penalty seconds in the semi-final, which was one of the lowest. The only team to go clear was Berling-Becker.
that was a very fast first upstream. Very well done. And again, yeah, I think they're flying for now.
Behind on the split, but with all those touches, it doesn't mean a whole lot.
Ooh.
Almost looked like they were going for the direct, but went for the bogey.
So doing great. Go, go, go. Yeah. Oof. Spinning maybe too early, so they had to wait a little. But it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Very much in touch, so see them 2 seconds off the pace.
Still only 2 touches for Klaus Pesch. Seems like there's been a little bit of an issue with the timing and the scoring.
And they are doing a great job in this final, doing what they can. Oof.
Still clean.
Yeah, they seemed a bit late on those downstream, but oof. Had to go well on the eddy, but
That could be expensive. We saw Klaus Pesch with 1:18, but they're going to come and take provisional second place.
Yeah, a lot of time lost on the bottom for them. They really just let it go at the bottom, and it was very costly.
Well, Klaus
Yeah.
Pesch were updated, so it's difficult to say where they're actually going to be, because Klaus Pesch were given 8 penalties, as you suggested. So they're at 118, and Muller came in at 119, and Tia Le Rouet, another French team, coming off, and they know how to win, don't they?
yeah, they won last week in Laseo, and here they want to smash again. Very good run. I think they will take a lot of risk.
Well, they're both very accomplished, as we mentioned before, individual C1.
Sure, very fast C1. Guys to watch. And for now, they're doing very great.
So is there, when you're training here frequently, Thomas, is there a hierarchy order in the French pairs? Are some seen more important than the others? Because there are so many French crews.
What do you mean? Do you mean?
Some are seen as more like stars of the sport.
Yeah, but those one are more like underdogs.
Yeah, they seem more relaxed.
Yeah, yeah. And they are not training with with the federation. They are more on their own with kayaking team, and
Which is you're
yeah, I'm in the team as well. And for now, they are doing very, very well. Very fast and clean run for now.
as you can see on the split.
Yeah, they seem to be on fire. And yeah, very smooth again in that upstream. Pushing very hard. Arriving very high in that second upstream. Wow, wow. Go again. Woo! Yeah, go.
This is what we like to see. Someone putting down a really fast time.
Oh yeah, maybe a bit too much down, but yeah, they're going out very fast of this one. What a run!
Yeah.
What a run! Pushing
well, no
hard.
doubt about who's going to gain provisional first place. And there you go, 1:10.
Amazing, tremendous run. Well done, guys. You can be proud of you.
Yeah, very on par with their performance last week, and they're very happy with that.
Yeah.
And after seeing the semis, I think that time's going to hold up quite well.
Yeah, I think it's a podium race for sure.
Well, they certainly know how to perform when the pressure comes on. That's twice in World Cups in a row. They've performed at the highest level.
Yeah, that's true.
But these are maybe other underdogs, but in the Slovakia team, Chourraut, and again they've been on the circuit a long time as well.
Yeah, a bit in the shade of their compatriots, Skantar and Chourraut, but we have seen them going very, very well on a lot of race. For now, it's pretty well done.
Surprising to see that the last two teams have been using the bowman has their crossbow strokes a lot more than we're used to. Normally, you stick to your side, but they seem to be using it quite well, and they're up on the split as well.
Yeah. Struggling a little bit with that gate, but it's fine. Going for a spin. Well done as well. I think they will be very in touch for the next split.
So this is where the race starts, essentially.
Yeah, if you hold it up through the spin move, but that's also incredibly crucial, and they've done a great job so far with that.
Well, it just shows how good the last French pair were. That these are doing a good run as well, but they're 2.4 back.
And especially at the middle part, they were very, very clean. They glide very well. But for now, this crew is going well.
Getting a bit hung up in the Kraken there, and that ends up adding up a lot to your time.
A bit low again. I think it won't challenge the French paddlers.
Second position is 8 seconds off the lead, so second place provisionally would be 118 or better. As we see them moving into 8th place. Well, it's not impossible because there's only 4 gone, 6 to go in this final, coming to you live from Po.
And another clean time, which we didn't see a lot of. So
we only saw one, didn't we, with Berling Becker.
Yeah.
So if you're wondering who you're listening to, it's Tommy Coughlin, who has been on fire this year. So you had three finals, I believe, so far.
No, only 2 this year.
Only 2, sorry.
In Laseo, I picked up too many touches to get to the final. Yep. But yeah, pretty glad of what happened yet this year.
And Tyler Smith, your time will come. Here we have Bojic and Talia from Slovenia, who are former world champions and certainly know they're not scared of throwing the boat around.
Yeah, and they totally smashed the first 2 gates. It was amazing. We saw the boat going very, very, under the water and jumping, and yeah, now they are up, not surprisingly.
Yeah, they really haven't had the great result that they had in 2014. I'm still looking for that again, probably at the games.
It's a very nice crew to watch.
Super uncharacteristic of the team. Very clean normally, and the 2 touches so far is not going to lead to a great finish time.
Especially because we saw them so fast. The 110 on this course seems to be good.
Very stylish crew.
We didn't see many teams direct the 14-15, but the ones who did it quite well, and I think we're missing that right now.
Well, even with the penalties, they'd be 1 second off the pace.
Yep.
So, well, now the penalties now, so they're now 7 seconds back, I guess. So this is Tyler Smith shaking your head.
Yeah, no, it's quite unfortunate to see these teams struggle so much with all these touches and hitting that rock quite hard.
Because of the touch, it'd be far away. But
well, it could still go into 3rd place provisionally. 2nd place, sorry, provisionally. Well, they'll be disappointed with that, looking at their body language.
Yep.
Good speed for the run. A 111 is a great time, but those 2 touches are going to be costly, I think, for the medals.
And here is Tia Laurier. I think they're happy with the performance.
Next to go for Poland is Stepanski Pokwala. Sorry, I cut you off.
Is that the Olympic crew? I think it is.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah, I think they want to have a good result because it's the last race before the Olympic.
Especially with these C2 teams, there's only so many races left, and after this year, we really don't know what the field's going to look like.
Ooh, pushing very hard. Yeah, showing that they don't want to have a result that.
Yeah, not leaving anything left behind. Oh, half a second up on the top.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Yeah, very easy, strong crew. They look pretty heavy, and they have to push very hard. Oh, struggling, just like in semis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of teams trying to force the bogey. It can be quite difficult, and they lost a lot of time there. As we saw, the race is definitely not won on the top, but it's always lost on the bottom.
Sure. Yeah, in semi, I saw them like hesitating if they would go for a spin or boogie, and this time the same thing happened, and worse because they picked up a penalty. Yeah.
Well, they're effectively out of the race now.
Yeah. So try to finish, to do their best.
That's the change from having a really good start. So there's only going to be 4 teams left. At the moment is Tianarue, who won last week in Seo, who are leading clean with 110.
Yeah, not super common. I would think that C2 teams would have a back-to-back result. And but we saw that with the C1s as well, which is also super uncommon. Slavkovsky had an exceptional last 2 weeks.
Last C1 was in 2013, and we're just about to check when the last C2 was. No, not what they wanted today. So next to go, second of the 3 French teams, it's Pico Bizou.
Yeah, French crew again.
It's quite common when you get to the bottom after your C2 run and it's not great. You start trying to pick out who did what wrong, and it leads to a rocky recovery.
I suppose you have to get it out in the open, don't you?
Yeah, for sure. Not talking about it is the worst thing you can do.
French crew from a place not far from here, like Toulouse is 200 kilometers from Pau. They know this place very well. It's a crew that,
Another touch early on the top, similar to their semis run.
They are gliding a lot, not too many strokes, and it's their style. And for now, it looks okay, but I think the early penalty is not a good option.
Yeah, everyone's still chasing the other Frenchie's time on the bottom.
For now, yeah, I think it's not a very challenging split. It seems fast anyway. Wow, very, very fast direct option here.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen it more. The teams doing it have all done it very well. It seems to pay off.
Effectively, with penalties, they're at the same raw time.
Yeah, and now they're going very fast again. I'm afraid they picked another touch. Go guys, so like at home. So
Just relax and pretend there's not 5,000 people cheering you on.
Yeah, it's nice. This is the first clear day we've had so far, no rain, and finally got a crowd out.
Well, they're in medal contention theoretically if they'd come less than 17.
third place, I'm not sure they're very happy with that.
So far 3 teams to go, and Tia Leroux are in first place. They won last weekend. Your question, Tyler, depends how you phrase it. Who are the last people to win back-to-back World Cups? If it's over 2 seasons, it's Klaus Pesch. They won the last in 14 and the first in 15. And if it's in the same season, it's in 2014, where the Skantars not only won 2, they won 3. They won Touch in Prague and Södertälje.
That's exceptional.
Thank you to ICF Statistical Department for that. Berlin-Becker were the only team to go clear in the semi-final.
Yeah, these last 3 teams certainly had exceptional runs. The top 2 both had touches, and getting rid of that, they're definitely going to challenge the French team that's in first right now.
Yes, this German crew is going well for now. I think they really want to have a good result here because unfortunately they won't race in Rio.
And we saw Benzin and Anton, who didn't actually make it, but they're both walking down. If you see just in front of us, gate number 10 11, on the other side of the water, which is reserved for athletes in the middle, they're both walking down and well, more concerned watching their compatriots.
And now they're having a very, very strong run. Wow.
A little bit off in gate 11. They both had to duck their heads around the gate, and that could be a problem.
Nope. Going straight.
Great direct.
So it'll be up. Wow. For
Wow.
almost a second.
Berlin
well
Becker
done.
from Germany, 1 second ahead of the Frenchers.
Wow, and a very, very strong upstream gate. Very well done. Wow, very well done again. A lot of speed from this upstream to the other.
You know they're doing well because the French crowd and the commentator have suddenly gone quiet.
Yeah, no, you just got to watch it at a certain point. Last up is super important.
Sure.
Still clean, little low, but it's definitely worth it to keep that touch off.
Now it's very important to go fast. Yeah, pretty well done.
1:10 is the reference point. It's going to be desperately close.
Oh, it's very, very close. Oh, it's behind. Wow. Super wow.
5.42 of a second. We now have had 2 outstanding runs.
Yes, last a little bit of time, last upstream gate and last downstream.
So that accounts for the half second. Well, this is final of the C2 coming to you direct from Po 2016. Diallo have a medal. Berling Becker have a medal. 1 pair to go. Kasper Sindler. We all know.
2 teams.
So 2 teams to go. I'm reading it correctly. So ignore the last 20 seconds.
Here comes young paddlers, Siani Maniko and Kayol. They haven't been paddling together for a very long time, but they showed in the French trials that they could be very fast, winning the first race. So I think they can be they can be medal contenders.
Very fast top so far, and we should see that on the split.
Wow, almost a second. Yeah, well done, guys. There was a Olympic second boat.
Very good use of the bogey. I think they struggled a little bit on their first run, and definitely improved on that.
They won the World Cup in Rivalry 2 weeks ago, and I think they want to do the same.
Can it be 3 French finishes in a row?
Could be, because they are putting a very solid run for now. Very early spin, but yeah, it's well done. Pushing hard. I think they'll be up again.
Well, nearly a second up with 2 teams to go.
I think that was water, but we'll have to wait. The poles are moving a little bit. Still great crossover.
Very well done again. It's going to be very, very close. Everything is important now. Every gate, every stroke. Go on, guys.
Don't you're almost doing it with them.
Yeah, pretty well done upstream. Now push.
Well, can the speaker, can the
Yeah, I
crowd
think it will
force
be.
them over?
I think it will be fine. Go.
1:10 is the first time.
Ooh. Almost. That was very, very close. I think. Yeah.
Well, now 3 teams within a second, within 3/4 of a second. And now I can confidently say only 1 team to go.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing because they felt like they had a good run, and then you get to the bottom and you're in third with such a good run. It's a little disappointing, especially here at home.
Tialorui and Berling-Becker first and second at the moment.
They seem to be tired for the last gate, and maybe that's what is a different happened.
Well, Casper and Sinley were the fastest in the semi-final. Can they do the same thing in the final?
Yeah. Oof.
Oh. And I think that's the
shame.
race.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
game
it.
over.
Yeah, for sure. That was not a good
What
plan
happened
B.
there? What happened?
Maybe they tried to turn and too hard, and they put the tail of the boat too much underwater, and they hurt the
Rock in the bottom.
Yeah, we saw a similar thing yesterday with Matej Banush. It's trying to be a little more conservative in gate 2, and just really losing the good line to gate 3.
So, yeah.
Well, look at that, 9 seconds back, so it's going to be a French celebration with gold and bronze. So they've gone back-to-back victories.
Yeah, very good for those team, and it's just unfortunate that they won't be racing in the games, but still, Klaus Pesch will look to have a great result to improve on their past Olympics.
And if you just tuned in, you've been away for a cup of tea for half an hour. Jessica Fox was the first across the line, but she was awarded a 50-second penalty, so she was put down to 10th in the final of the K1 women, which a lot of people were surprised about.
Yeah, did we figure out which gate that was yet?
No.
I watched her whole run from the side, and I really cannot say where that happened, and that's quite unfortunate. Especially to happen 2 days in a row for her. This one much more costly than yesterday's.
And Kaspar Sinder picking up a touch, but anyways, it'll be very far.
It's almost over,
The
isn't it?
lead, yep. They'll try to improve and have a good result for the Olympics, because there's a Czech Olympic group.
Yeah, that's good for them, but definitely not the race
Okay.
they want to finish with headed to the games.
So I've heard it's Jess Fox missed gate 6, but we'll have to confirm.
So 2 French crew on the podium today.
Well, they're the winners. Tia Leroux, second time in a row.
Well done, boys.
And as we mentioned a couple of minutes ago, it's very rare to have back-to-back victories, especially at this level with so many competitive other French teams in the final.
Especially this year, it's when we see some of the best results from a lot of different teams.
And I think we can say that Tia Leroux is I think they would be the new leader of the World Cup standing.
Well, we'll have to see in a minute.
Yep.
The people will be pressing the buttons to work out because the formula is it's not 10 points, 9.8 points. It starts at 60, 55, and then
Yeah.
it depends on how many teams in the. But it's very interesting.
Yeah.
But all we know is there's 5 World Cups in the season, and in the last World Cup, which is named the Learn Cup Final, it doubles the point. This year it's going to be very difficult to work it out. Classifications are no asterisks, so Tia Leroux take gold, Berling-Becker take silver, and Siamaniko and Cahill take the bronze. So France gold, France bronze, and Germany silver.
What we were expecting, the clean teams had a much better result, and it paid off to take a little more time and stay off the gates. Huge gap between third and fourth, it looks like.
Yeah, for 5 seconds.
Yeah, the first 3 teams, the difference between first and third could have been just one stroke somewhere, and that could be quite frustrating. But
Well, the French are going to go
That's
and
the
have
spot.
a glass of wine, no doubt. Celebrate the victory. It's wonderful that we've had probably 2 hours now without any rain, which is the first time it's happened all week. The facilities there are absolutely first class. It's a wonderful venue. Every volunteers, a stack of volunteers. We've all been doing everything. So for our perspective as TV, your perspective as athletes, I guess it's a success, and it's all leading up to the 2017 World Championships, which are going to be held here.
yeah, I'm excited for sure. Hopefully, I'll be able to compete here next year, and we'll be awaiting the return of Fabien Lefebvre, who could be racing both boats. So we'll see. I think he had a good semi result last year and didn't quite perform where he wanted in the finals, and he'll be looking to come back next year.
So Tomo, you've had a good start to the season.
Yeah, and this year, because I'm not racing in Rio, I will try to do my best on the World Cups and trying to.
Put yourself up the standings.
Yeah, I'd love to stay in top 5.
Well, look at the standings. As you correctly predicted, it's Pierre-Antoine Thiard, Eden Leroux who are leading at the moment. Not surprising, they've had 2 victories. Siamaniko and Cahill have had 2 medals as well, and Schroeder and Betke have made the finals as well. So that's going ahead nicely. I'd say it's slightly misleading, Cam, because many of the top teams have decided to sit out 1, 2 or 3 of the World Cups. Think of Hounslow and Florence. Yuri Piskovic is sitting out. Quite a lot of the top girls sitting out as well, as Rio is probably the pinnacle of your career, I guess. So it's understandable. But it's a good crowd here today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And on the live feed, if you'd like to keep watching a little bit more, we're going to have some wild water racing, and then we're going to, later this afternoon, we're going to have the finals of the slalom cross. But for us, it's been a great weekend of sport. It's been a lot of activity. We've seen some amazing runs. Thanks to the course setters for setting a really challenging course, which has caught a lot of athletes out. Thanks for all my guests, too many to name. Keep watching us at Planet Canoe. And today, thank you and see you soon. Goodbye.
Cheers, everyone.